Virgo. So finally, Virgo, we are going to get into what do you need to release in 2022. So we're going to be using Tough Shit Tarot to kind of give the main message, and then we're going to follow up with the the Sacred Self-Care by Jill Powell to show what do you need to put in to yourself to move into 2022. Of course, about taking care of yourself. So Virgo, let's get into it. Virgo. What do you need to release in 2022? Let's see. I got Virgo Venus, so I'm interested in what I need to let go of. So Virgo, what do you need to release in 2022? Get my glasses right all the freaking time. They never sit right. Probably need to get a thing on the nose to hold these up. All right, Virgos. Let's see one more time. What do you need to release? Moving into 2022. That could be possibly holding you back, causing obstacles. One more time, Spirit, Virgo. All right. Let's see. Okay, so the first card is about being lonely, disconnected, depression. So some of you, you're going through something, and Spirit is showing that for a few of you, you're not really kind of showing up and taking care of yourself. It's showing too you're tired. So we got exhaustion. We got somebody that literally is like rolling in, rolling out of bed, going to work, doing whatever they need to do, and then just rolling back into bed and calling it a day because it's like, I don't have anything to give anybody. So for some of you, you may be pushing people away, or you may even be kind of going into hermit mode where it's like, I don't really want to be around people because I'm tired. I don't have anything to give. I'm depressed. Some of you, the holidays could be bringing out some things where it's like, there could be loved ones that you're missing. There could be loved ones that have transitioned, and you're just having a hard time. And for a lot of you, you don't feel like socializing. You don't really feel like being around a lot of people. So it looks like there's a disconnect that's coming in with you moving into 2022. I feel like a lot of you need to do it because it looks like healing is on top of it, which means that if you're disconnecting and there is a depression, it's like, I need to pull away from people so that I can start to feel better, because it's not making you feel better being around crowds and things like that. For some of you, this could be triggering you. It's making you remember things that are different. If you have lost someone, it's like it's hard for you to go out and see other people together socializing because there's a part of you that doesn't feel it. You don't feel the energy. You don't feel connected. So definitely depression, disconnection, number one. The other one is cut the shit. This card is about being honest with your feelings. Are you presenting what you really feel with the people around you, or are you holding things back? Are you trying to put on a face because you don't want people to know what's really going on with you? There's this thing of not being authentic, and it's showing that it's starting to affect your personal relationships because some people can see through it. So for a few of you, if you are going through something and say you don't want other people to worry about you, don't want other people to stress about you or whatever. So, anytime somebody asks you how you doing, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Everything is good. And it's not. For a few, especially with the depression card coming out first, some of you are definitely going through something, but you don't want people around you to know. And the thing about it is that some people around you already know it. They already see it. They're waiting for you to talk about it. So some of you may be having an issue or having a fear of being vulnerable because you may feel like it's going to make you weak in people's eyes. And some of you don't want to feel like, I don't want to be seen as weak. It's not weakness. I feel if you need the help, definitely reach out to it. Some of you are holding yourselves back because you're not allowing people to see who you really are. Now, the Creeper card is basically about love, and this is about showing an interest in somebody, but it's a little awkward, which means some of you could be in a relationship, getting in a relationship, connecting with a friendship, meeting new people, but you don't feel 100% comfortable with it. Some of you, maybe you don't know how you're supposed to be this holiday season. A few of you may be dating again, and it's like, I don't really even know how to date. Some of you, it's like, I don't want to be too clingy, so I'm going to, distance myself. And I feel like that this could be confusing you and the person around you. So Spirit is kind of like with this card, is like, be who you are, be authentic, be genuine, speak about what you feel. if you put this facade up and somebody can see through it, it's going to chase them away. So for a few of you, it's showing unhealthy attachments, which means one, either you're too clingy to somebody and it's going to make them feel like they're suffocating, or for some of you, you're putting too much distance in between. Like, I don't care. Do what you want to do. Call me whenever you want to call me. When you know that's not the way you feel, you want to talk to this person all the time, or you want to be around this person all the time. But it definitely is showing that it's an awkward thing. So you may be kind of revisiting your relationships or your friendships this month, Virgo. All right, time to grow up. This is showing that some of you are still dealing with mommy and daddy issues. There's still something there. There may be some issue where you never were able to be a child. There was never a time where you had fun as a child. Maybe you came into this world as an adult. You could grow up with parents like mine where it's like, okay, you need to learn how to cook, you need to learn how to clean at a very, very young age, and then of course take care of your sibling. So for a few of you, you kind of put your childhood or your inner child on the back burner because maybe you had to kind of deal with some things early on. A few of you with children on top of it, and it's showing a connection with children. You may have had children young. And so you focused on giving your children a childhood, but you became an adult way too quick. Now, this is just for a few of you, but it is showing your inner child is unhappy. There's no fun. You don't know how to have fun. You're too uptight. You got to oil your joints a little bit. Get out there, do a little bit of a dance, go try new restaurants, go to the movies. Some of you, all you know how to do is go to work, take care of kids. Go to work, take care of kids. That's all you've ever done. So for a few of you, it's showing that this year, you really need to let go of that, that tightness, that stiffness, that, you should go into 2022. I want to play. I want to go on vacations. I want to go see some things. Some of you haven't been out of any area that you live in. You haven't come out of your environment. Some of you may have not even gone to a different city, a different state, a different country. So there's this thing of, I want to explore. I want to move around. There could be too that a lot of you sacrificed a lot of yourselves for your children. And like I said, you didn't have fun. You didn't get a chance to grow up. Maybe you had children too young. Maybe you had parents that treated you like an adult and you just kind of bypassed childhood. But there's something with spirit. It's like, go jump in the water, go roll in the sand, go climb a tree, but be careful. If you're too old, you fall down, you break something. Let me just tell you, it's going to take you a while to heal, Virgo. I'm going to just say that. So make sure could put the footstool up there if you need it. Don't do yourself in. But some of you definitely, you need to have some fun. Okay, shit or get off the pot. This is about a decision. This is like, I need to make a decision. I want to do something, but I'm scared that I'm going to make the wrong decision. So I'm not going to do anything because I don't want to disappoint people, or I'm scared that, if I make this decision, I'm going to be stuck. Here's the thing. You have power in this, Virgo. Anything that you do, you can undo. I think for a lot of you, there may be a big move that's coming in. I definitely see some exploring. Some of you have a new relationship coming in and you're scared. You're scared to try something new because maybe in the past, whenever you tried something new, it didn't work out or it didn't go in the way that you wanted. And so it's almost like somebody's stuck in their head. Every time I make a decision, it's the same old, same old. I keep doing this to myself. I keep shooting myself in the foot. But here's the thing. It looks like you have opportunity for some positive stuff to come in. Spirit wants you to play. They want you to open yourself up moving into 2022. So if you're making a decision to move forward with a relationship, go for it. If you're making a decision to go for a new job, go for it. If you're making a decision to travel, do it. Because Spirit is supporting that. They're like, come on, let's play. Let's have some fun. I know you're grounded. We know you're an earth sign. We know that, you're about the money. The money has to be right. And it looks like the money is going to come. But Spirit is like, you got to start enjoying life, Virgo. You got to live a little bit for yourself. Especially if you have children, you live for your kids. So, it's not too bad to give yourself one weekend for, you to go do something and have some fun, especially if you have new love coming in. All right, so let's see. Next card. Hold my weed. Some of you, that temper is destructive. This is about going from 0 to 100 quick and then shutting down. You don't piss me off. Now I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. This is saying it's time to get angry, but it's time to control your emotions. Don't just go off and start screaming at people or hollering at people without any type of structure or, where you're going with it. Because once you start screaming at people, they shut down. It's like, why? Well, they're hollering at me. I'm not even trying to hear this. I feel like a lot of you, the way that you communicate with your emotions is to get upset because you feel like if I have to raise my voice, if I have to holler, if I have to scream, then you'll pay attention to me. Some of you may be feeling like people are testing you. There may even be this thing of I'm asserting myself, but it's almost like you're asserting yourself in its overdrive. It's almost like when it comes in, it goes from 0 to 100, and it's like, man, I didn't mean for it to go that far. And it could be that some of you are dealing with people that kind of poke you a little bit. I'm definitely getting some manipulation around you, and it's showing for a few of you, your emotions are really on your sleeve. Like you try to be really tough, you try to be stoic, but you're very sensitive and you're scared that you're scared to show that vulnerability. So it's like, I'm not going to sit up here and break down in front of these people. So I'm going to get upset. I'm going to get pissed off. I'm going to holler. I'm going to argue. And for some of you, it's causing you to carry a lot of stress. And it's also affecting some of your relationships too. So it's like, deal with what you have to say, assert yourself, but do it in a way where you can speak this, where you can talk to people. The moment you start getting angry and screaming, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose the battle. Mag, mag, mag. What is this? This card appears to people who have very high standards, but they may not be able to reach those expectations themselves. A few of you, you want people to be a certain way. I want you to dress a certain way. I want you to act a certain way. But Spirit is saying some of y'all are not even on that level. So it's like, are you asking people for higher expectations than what you can even do for yourself? Some of you, you may have some people that you are pulling away from because they're not fitting into your box. Whatever this box is. And Spirit is saying going into 2022, let's be a little bit more flexible. Now, I'm a Virgo Venus. When it comes to love and relationships, it's like I want this person to look this way. I want this person to act this way. I want this person to talk this way. I want them to enjoy what I like doing. I want them to go to the restaurants that I enjoy. And I think that is right. I think that's, a reasonable expectation. Mm, it's not. It's not. I've broken up with people because I've taken them out on dates and I thought, oh, they were going to be wild because I was wild. And then I'm looking at them and they're kind of like, like it didn't even touch them. And then when I get out off the date, I'm like, I don't want to date you anymore because you didn't respond the way I thought. I thought you were going to be, bigger because I'm a Libra. Everything's bigger. I'm extra. So the Virgo Venus, I get that because there are expectations that sometimes we have of other people that are just unrealistic. And two, even though we feel it or we gravitate towards it, doesn't mean that other people are. So this card is about being flexible, not creating this person that you want, this magical, perfect person that you want that doesn't exist, but allowing the people that come into your life to be who they are. And then you learning to be a little bit more flexible and playful, like that inner child. Like, I don't have to be so stuck up. I don't have to be so tight. I can let loose and have fun and realize that, my expectations are a little bit unrealistic, even for me. So some of you, I feel like you're going to be coming into that. All right, let's see. Tuck and roll. You're in a messy situation and it's going to get worse. This is something with gossip. Some of you could be finding yourself moving towards the end of this year with things that are being said that may be uncomfortable, could be uncomfortable to you. This could also be gossiping about other people. This could be connecting with situations that you don't really need to be in. For some of you, I feel like this is about choosing your battles and choosing your lane and staying in. Do you need to respond to everything that is said to you? No. It's showing that for some of you, you may be having people that are pulling you into messy situations or environments, and some of you are kind of walking into it like, yeah, I heard you bitches was looking for me, but you don't need to be there. So Virgo, if it's not your shit, if it's not something that you're supposed to deal with, if it's not something that, is directly affecting you, walk away. Stay out of it. Some of you, you're putting in energy and time into other people's bullshit. And some of these people are purposely calling you and putting you there because they know. They know that maybe this Virgo has a temper and he or she is going to come in and shut it down. But then there's a lot of gossip about, did you see how angry that person was? Did you see how much, how their emotions just overtook everything, and then all of a sudden everybody's looking at you crazy. So some of you, you may have people around you that are trying to manipulate you, trying to poke you and bring out the beast. Don't let them win, Virgo. You're supposed to be a little bit more grounded. And for some of you, you are. For a few, though, I'm definitely seeing some type of anger, and it could be some of the people that you're dealing with. Change your people, change your environment, and then you don't have that need to explode in situations or conversations. If you're constantly dealing with the same people that bring out anger in you, frustration in you, irritation in you, those aren't your people, Virgo. So let's get into the self-care card. What does Virgo need to focus on moving into 2022? Virgo. Let me see. Virgo, we're going to pull 3 cards. Okay, Virgo. What do you need to work on moving into 2022? Alrighty. Okay, for structure, let me see. First card, create art. Let me move it over here. I know you can't see with that ring light, but this is about being creative. Some of you have skill sets. You could be artists. There may be products and things that you're working on. Some of you are going to find your happy place or your sacred place when you create. I feel like some of you may have started this year creating things or making things, and you kind of put it on the back burner. And maybe it's because you got frustrated or you got too busy with something else, because I do feel like you're tired. But for a few, there may be some issues with bringing this back. But it's almost like there's obstacles, and I feel like it could be you. But Spirit is showing that for a few of you, if you're talented, if you're artistic, there's money that comes in with this. Some of you are going to be bringing in money. You may have to get your easel out if you're crafty, if this is crafts that you do. You might need to bring this out. This could be a side hustle that's bringing in some money. We got travel or vacation that's coming in. And this could play to your inner child too, getting out of the environment. For some of you, if you're stuck in this environment where there is frustration or you're dealing with certain people that are kind of pushing your buttons, this could be, I need to take a trip somewhere. I need to travel a little bit more. If you have been stagnant, during the pandemic, this is about, exploring. Like I kept saying, I feel like there's journey or exploration that's coming in. Some of you, there may even be some type of relocation. You may be leaving one environment and going into a different environment. Make sure it is for you. Vision board. This is about structure. What do you want? What are you trying to do in 2022? Some of you are going into the new year with no plan whatsoever. I don't know who I'm going to be in love with. I don't know where I'm going to work. I don't know where I'm going to live. I don't know if I'm going to craft some things. I don't know, there's no direction. Spirit is saying, put it out. Put it on a piece of paper. Put it on a board. What do you want to do? Do you want to be an artist? Do you want to be in a love relationship? Do you want to be a chef? Do you want to be a model? What is the career? Do you want to move to a different home? Put it on the vision board, and they're super easy. Now you can do them on your phone. You can put things out there where you just put everything, all these pictures on your phone, and you can look at this every day. But it's showing for some of you, you're living for other people. Now is the time to put exactly what you want to do. What do you want to do on the board? Because some of you need to pull away from what other people's dreams are, what other people want, and it's about what you want, Virgo. Get you some rest. Definitely get you some rest. Go inside. Plan your nice little a trip. This could even be a staycation. Get a hotel room in your city. But for some of you, the plane is showing you're going to travel. You're going to go some places. You're going to see some things that maybe you haven't opened yourself up. Make that inner child happy. It wants to have fun. It wants to play. 2022 is about self-discovery. What do I need to do? What do I need? What's going to make me happy? What's going to put a smile on my face? Is it a new love partner? Is it a new job? Is it moving to a different city, to a different state, to a different country? Whatever it is, Virgo, Put it on your vision board and make it happen. Manifest it. You have the power to do it. All right, Virgo? I wish you guys the best. Mwah.